Hello everyone. Today I've got a fun little treat. I am first a small update or work in progress update with the Dreamer. I will go ahead and insert a photo now. As you can see over here, hopefully, I have her skin started over. I'm doing the 1/1 with one thread, and it's slow going. There is not really regret, just like I wish I'd understood before going into this just how much work 1/1 was on a 32 count linen, but we're getting there. Anyway, I also, as you can see, am changing the hair color. I am changing it to, I'll have the conversions below in the description of what I've changed everything to. I think it's coming out nice. There's been no issue with it, and I think it's coming out nice. So today I have a little mini haul, I suppose, or find. I have a mini Teresa Wentzler find. And I'll go ahead and switch the camera view. So there's going to be a lot of glare until I open these up. I am going to open them, which feels sacrilege because they're old. But I was actually really excited to find this one. This is Lady of Shalott. This is a full kit. Like, it's got everything you need. Beads, the needles, the thread, the fabric, all of that stuff. So that means I don't have to kit that one up myself. This is another little find. This is a Teresa Wentzler miniature. I am actually going to do this one first before I do the Teresa Wentzler, or the Lady of Shalott, because this will give me a good idea of what I can expect, I think, in this bigger kit. So I kind of wanted to open this up on camera because this is exciting. This is like an unopened from the 90s kit. So I'm hoping everything is in fairly good condition. Excuse my peppermints. Peppermints keep me from overeating. It feels wrong. It feels wrong to do this, but you know, it's doing nobody any good just sitting in the packaging, and I have to realize that because this kit is meant to be worked. It's meant to be like made. So I'm so sorry. It's the collector in me is dying, but the person who wants to do this kit is excited also. It's not like the rarest thing, but, you know, they're pricey on the market. But I'm going to do this. We're going to work this at one point. And I just want to do like an opening of it. I can do it. Okay. Oh my god. Let's open it from the bottom, actually. Like... Okay, I made the cut. We're just gonna do a little slim cut at the bottom. Okay, so we've got a needle. It looks in fairly good shape. Not rusted or anything. Is always nice. Got a beading needle, which is like a long ass thing. That's long. Look at that. Why is it so long? Beads look fine. It's interesting that there's only like golden beads in here. I'm most curious about the fabric and the chart. And the threads, obviously. All of it, really. Oh, what is this chart? So I know you're not supposed to show the chart and all that on screen, but this is an unboxing. No one's going to work off of... Ooh, what is all this? General instructions. It's talking about how to cross stitch. This is different language. So that's French, it looks like. So I will blur out some of it if there's like a majority of the chart that shows, but I really want to see... Oh yeah, this is what I'd like to see. This thread chart. Look at this. I don't know if the webcam will show it, so I'm going to show it on the other screen. Look at that. That's insane. So Teresa Wentzler is known for her blended threads. And my god, that's a lot of blended threads. So the back stitching instructions are interesting because they're described in here. So you have curtains, the mirror, bell pull, left foreground, needlework in frame, lady, stool, background table, and rug. All detail. Oh boy. So let me look at the chart myself. So it is on 2 pages, front and back. It's similar to Mirabilia, where the chart is on one big fold-out sheet, which I like, actually. Her face looks a little derpy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me show you her face. Her face looks a little derpy. But the face skin is worked 1/1, interestingly enough. So my plan for this piece is to separate out the blended threads into their own like section. So what I'll be doing, let's look at these actually. These are beautiful colors. Gosh, this has been in here for so long. It's very stuck together. Not like sticky, it's just, you know. So there's a lot of extra of that thread. So my idea is to take the extra holes and actually label them, and I'll show the French portion, I suppose. That's so many blends. Like, that's insane. That's so insane. Like, I'm just taking a look at this, and like the magnitude of how many blends is a lot. Like, I really didn't, I mean, I knew she had a lot of blends, but I didn't know there were that many blends. Holy moly. So yeah, I was going to separate out, so like for instance, say that these 2 threads are blended, I'm going to separate out one each of them and then make its own little section here. I think that will make it easier rather than like retying lengths of thread onto their original threads. Let me actually show you the design without the plastic layer. I can get it out. The reason I went after this one was because The Lady of Shalott is one of my favorite poems or songs by Loreena McKennitt. It's a very interesting poem, I think, but for those of you who don't know, it's basically about this lady who is trapped in a tower, and nobody knows, I think, why this curse was put on her, but she has a curse on her where she's doomed to, like, be in this tower forever, I think. And she is unable to look out the window of the tower. But she has a mirror inside the tower that reflects what's going on outside. So to pass her days, she weaves this tapestry of what's, like, going on in the mirror. And then one day the mirror reflects, I think, Sir Lancelot coming home from war or something like that. I remember specifically, like, the phrase, like, him and his horse walking through this field of barley wheat. And she's so enamored by him, she looks out the window. And then when she does so, the mirror cracks, like, in two from side to side, and she goes into this trance, goes down to a boat, and, like, dies. Celtic music is just so thrilling, guys. That's what I grew up on. And she dies, and she goes down to Camelot. The boat drifts down to Camelot, where she is then found by Sir Lancelot, who says, oh, she's really pretty, too bad she's dead, basically. And that's the Lady of Shalott. And I just really like the poem. I will link I'll link the song in the description for anybody who hasn't listened to it. It's a beautiful song by Loreena McKennitt and a wonderful poem. So let's look at this fabric. This is even weave. I think the color is fine. I will have to do some measurements to make sure I have... I'm pretty sure I have enough space. Usually kits can be a little stingy with the fabric, but the design size is 11 by 16, frame is 14 by 19, so should have enough room. And honestly, kind of just want to use, like, fabric from the 90s. Like, that's cool. I'll need to overlock the side. I do a basic whip stitch on the side usually. But yeah, the fabric seems fine. It's a nice quality fabric. It's 28 count, even weave. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's coming up in the camera a little bit lighter than it actually is. It's kind of more of a... more brown, I would say, than cream. Okay. I like that. So that's exciting. Did I fold it up right? No. It's folded up properly. Okay, so let's get everything back in. I don't want to kit it up right now because I don't plan to work it at the moment. I just wanted to unbox it and see the magnitude of these blends that I have going on. Which, yeah, that's a lot of blends. Let's see, the fabric's already having a time. I will also be photocopying the chart so I can have a working copy. Get back in. There we go. Everything back in. Now, let's look at this little miniature one. This one I'm not as fussed because I'm just not as fussed. I know that I will be replacing the fabric on this. I'm not going to be using the kit fabric because I don't want to work on Ada for Teresa Wentzler. I want to work on something a little bit fancier. So I'm actually going to leave the fabric in there because that's like really basic white Ada. It's like, yeah, it's pretty white. What color do they say? They don't say a color. It's 18 count Ada, so I can easily find a even weave that I've got probably in my stash. Oh no, they're not labeled. Why aren't they labeled? Why aren't they labeled? That's terrifying. That's so many colors to not be labeled. What's it say? Here we go. To help distinguish floss colors, the floss is separated into bundles. See table below. Each bundle can be identified by the first color listed. Keep each bundle in a separate plastic bag and label the bag with the bundle number. Bundle 1. Ecru. What the heck is ecru? It's white, I think. So it's an ecru. So that's more colors. So my guess is this is bundle 1. Yeah, because it's got purple in it. And this bundle doesn't have, well, this one does have a purple. Purple, dark purple. That's going to be fun to divvy out. But again, we have a long list of blends. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing this one first, just to get an idea of how awful Lady of Shalott's going to be. I am excited though. But yeah, I think a nice even weave will do well with this. It's 18 count, which means I would need to... What count even weave? I don't know. I have to do math on that. It would be worked over 2. So would that be 36? Oh, I don't think I have a 36. I think I generally have 32 or 28. I'll need to do math. I don't want to do math. But yeah. So 18 count, stitch count 90 by 126. The stitch size is 5 inches by 7 inches. Which is cute. It's a nice cute little size. That could go in a little picture frame at the end. Anything interesting in here? That's just talking about how to do it. The chart is a good size. I might not photocopy this one and just work off of the original. Well, I guess tonight I'll be separating these out. I might use this project as my my stitching retreat project because it's small. I do want to bring the Dreamer, but I want to bring 2 projects, I think, to the stitching retreat. And this will be a nice one, so I'll definitely want to separate these colors out. Let me get a nice close-up of those. I do like the colors a lot. They're not so bright. They're nice kind of like fantasy colors, which works out really well for the castle, obviously. Okay, well, that is everything. Oh, and it comes with a little needle, which looks to be in good shape. Alright, well, I hope that everyone enjoyed this, and I am still waiting for King Arthur to get back from the framers, but he should be back probably within the next week or so, so you should see another video soon. Bye!